Hi, welcome to Kohi Beans. This is Alina. That's Josh. And we are an anime podcast with bi-weekly reviews and comments.
It's a weekly review because we do it every Saturday.
And comments, so Tuesday.
We do topics on Tuesday, so we're a bi-weekly podcast. This is my problem with using bi-weekly. Do you mean twice a week or do you mean every 2 weeks?
I mean, that be like semi-monthly.
You mean bi-monthly?
Bi-monthly.
Semi-monthly. We're changing it up now.
I just read a Wikipedia post and it said semi-monthly, so I clicked on it to figure out what it meant too.
Semi-monthly.
I was like, are you sometimes monthly? Occasionally you skip a day or skip a month? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I've seen so many people use bi-weekly and then they're like, every 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, that's what
I'm like, ugh.
That's kind of what it means.
No, it means twice a week.
It means every 2 weeks.
No.
Wait.
Bi-weekly means you do it twice a week.
I thought you meant bi-monthly.
Oh, no, bi-monthly means you do it twice a month.
Yes.
Which is every 2 weeks.
Usually. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I'm glad we started with this debate because it bothers me.
Okay.
To know.
I understand. It's valid. It's okay.
I'm valid.
I mean, it's not very clear.
My problems are valid.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if you haven't noticed, our cam is on today.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because we wanted to review our opening of some Pokemon packs that we got today.
Yeah, our free talk, we went to GameStop on a whim. My whim.
Yeah, you saw it and you're like, we gotta go.
I got randomly nostalgic for GameStop and it's wonderful employees. Mm-hmm. So I went in there. We took a look at some used games.
And I wanted Pokemon cards. I just went straight for it.
We walked into the store together. The employees greeted us and then we both just went poof. We just beelined in two different directions.
I mean, it was right there on the right side of the store, so I had to.
Yeah, she went hard right, and then I went hard left for the used PS4 games. Because if you go to any GameStop, it's always designed the same way.
I mean, most stores are, if you want it to be consistent.
With their embarrassingly small Switch section.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot. Although, a lot of Switches are sold out, and like the Joy-Cons and stuff too, so they're all just pre-order now, pre-order now. They're not that new.
Yeah.
So what'd you get?
I guess I'll show off what I bought. I bought this game on PS4. Sorry, the camera light is a little
glaring.
Harsh on it. Yeah, it's the dot hack. What does it say? Last recode. Dot hack / GU last recode. And apparently it's a remaster of the first 3 games plus some kind of like anime thing at the end. Like disc 4 is like some sort of footage that I watch.
Well, all I really know about Dot Hack GU is it had 3 movies. So like one for each game part. I don't know which one came first. Probably the game, or actually probably the manga, then a game, then an anime.
Yeah, I don't know if you can really like see the characters on here that well, but it is showing its age. Like,
yeah, it's old.
Look at these old looking characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I started it. I played for about half an hour earlier, and whoo, the characters, as Alina noted, the characters don't even move their mouths when they're talking. Yeah. So it's just like
smiles, and you hear the overlapping voice in the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. It's an old game. All right, but I'm going to open a pack.
I feel like I told her we were going to do this on the podcast with the camera, and she was like, I can't open it now. So yeah, this is what she bought. All right, enough of the shame about what I bought.
Well, yeah,
release the stigma.
It together.
Release the stigma of buying used PS4 games.
There's
and let's increase the stigma on buying Pokemon booster packs.
What do you mean
like
stigma?
We did here.
Everyone loves stigma.
Wow, Rebel Clash. We had to ask the employee to unlock these.
Because he said they only gave them packs, so they didn't know how to sell them. So they had to lock it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, shall we?
You first.
All right, so
I'll do it one at a time.
How do those makeup people do it? They're like, this is what we got. Can you see it in the light?
We'll put it like a little spinning like glass display.
This is Pokemon Sword and Shield Rebel Clash. Ooh, and it has the squirt. Sorry,
Yeah.
Cinder Ace
Rebel
on the
Clash.
front.
Cinder Ace on the front.
Even
Let's do
though
this.
that's not the one I started with, but that's all right. All right, how do I like to open it from the top, so like, oh, dang it, it's not easy. I guess I'll just have to rip it.
Yeah, I couldn't care less what how I
this is
open
hard
it,
to
to be
open.
honest.
I don't remember it being so hard to open these. Oh, there it is. Maybe. Oh, yeah. I like to open it from the very top.
From the top.
Yeah, so I can slide it back in if I want to.
All right, you're crazy.
All right, let's see. What do I get? Aren't you gonna open yours?
Yeah, just a second.
Oh, okay. Oh, something on the back for online. I got a Galarian Mr. Mime. He was water type. I thought he was ice type.
Mr. Rhyme?
Mr. Mime.
Wait, what? Galarian Mr. Oh, that's not the evolved form.
Oh, okay. He's a water type. I got a.
There is no ice type card, right?
I'm not sure. It kind of looks like it would be an ice type based on that crystal on his chest.
You look like you would be an ice type.
Thank you. I got a Caterpie. How cute.
You got a Caterpie?
I got a Barboach. Wow, this is not going too great, huh?
What's up with the water base? Is it because...
I'm not sure. I got an, actually, I don't know how to pronounce an Aracuda.
Aracuda?
Aracuda. A Stuffle. Oh. A shiny holographic Tranquil. This is like not what I would want for like a holographic card.
Why not?
Oh, it's one of those new like the outside part is hollow, but the Pokemon itself is not. I heard they started doing that now. It's kind of neat. I do like the pattern. If you can see, it's got the normal type pattern, I guess. It looks nice enough, but
It's kind of nice.
I don't know. I never hear anyone like really enjoying this Pokemon.
Tranquil. Tranquil was pretty good competitively.
Oh, okay. That's fair then.
Oh, at least not bad.
All right, we got a Galarian Berserker.
Pazaka.
Pazaka!
What do you mean? You're not going to say it like how they say it in
I
Fate?
know.
Pazaka!
Pazaka!
Ow, that's going to clip the audio so
Sorry.
bad later.
We got an energy card for fighting type.
Yay. Energy card. You know, that's always like...
another Durant.
That's-
I think I have a ton of
Of all
waves.
Pokemon packs, energy cards are like the stinker. Like, oh, I got a rock.
Here's a Electrode, which I could actually use in my deck, I think. And a last one, a Tool Scrapper. Huh. Choose up to 2 Pokemon tools attached to a Pokemon, yours or your opponent's, and discard them. That's actually kind of useful.
Wait,
I
can you
think.
read it to me one more time?
Yeah. Choose up to 2 Pokemon tools attached to Pokemon, yours or your opponent's, and discard them.
I guess that's okay, but how often are you going to have Pokemon tools?
I mean, I use them a lot for my electric type, but I'm not like a certified gamer. Don't listen to me.
Okay. Hi, Queens. Hi.
Hi. Oh, and it came with a little online booster pack. Wow.
Amazing.
I think I'll just give this to our
Ooh.
friends.
All right, I just opened my pack of Pokemon cards,
Oh,
and they
no.
smell quite nice.
Oh God.
Smell that new card smell.
Too much.
Chemicals.
Oh gosh.
Artificial coloring.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Is it organic?
So, out of my 10 cards, here's what I get. I got a coughing.
Oh,
Amazing.
how cute.
Yeah. Let's turn down the brightness a little bit.
Yeah, my
Sorry.
glasses are little.
Yeah. There, now it won't reflect on the cards. Okay. It might be hard to see the cards, like a little harder, but I think it's better.
Oh, you got that
Impidimp.
yeah, that elf goblin thing.
Great. Not that I really care. Shinx! Kind of a cute one.
Oh, I can use him.
Kind of a cute one. Under pressure is the power. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, this attack does 50 more damage. Oh, okay, that's cool that it's not like...
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if it didn't do base 10. Then I'd
Damn.
care. Alright, Sandygast. Oh, whoa. This picture's like hyper realistic.
No, yeah, it's that one artist that does all the
Whoa.
polymer clay stuff for their Pokemon cards.
Whoa.
I really like theirs. They have a cute design for theirs.
Roly Coly. The fire type. This looks like garbage. This looks like a Magic the Gathering card. Yeah.
Oh,
All
it's
right,
that
so
cute little clay
overall,
one.
I'm quite disappointed. Here we go.
Another.
Here's another Berserker.
Aw.
I have too many of these.
Yeah, you do.
And my energy for this pack is a water.
I should have been in
Drink.
my pack.
Yeah. I got a trainer card.
That's so cute.
I got Skyla. Actually, these trainer cards, the girl trainer cards, were quite expensive in Japan.
Oh yeah, I have
Yeah.
photos of it.
Yeah, they're pricey actually.
I mean, I was really tempted to get it though. It's really cute.
I got a Luxio to go with the Shinx.
Oh, that's nice.
Maybe his ability's a little better.
Why is
I'll
your
read it
card
later.
pack so much stronger than
Yeah,
mine?
my card pack's like pretty
I'm
good
pissed.
compared to
I'm
yours.
a little pissed.
I got Dracloak.
Oh wait, yeah, I want him.
Yeah, that dragon thing that shoots
Mhm.
other dragons.
It's cute. It shoots its children. Yeet.
And my shiny card is the cake thing.
Oh, that's so
Milsei,
cute. It's a
and
cream.
hollow. Oh, it's cream.
Yeah,
Creamy cream. Yeah. Let's see.
that's cute.
I had a little collection of Pokemon cards when I was a kid, but never used them or did anything with them, I feel. I mean, I feel like we all had nothing to do with our Pokemon cards. Didn't you have Pokemon cards that you did nothing with?
Yeah, I got into Pokemon again, technically in second grade. There's a shop in my town that sold card packs, so a lot of kids got them there. And at school, we would trade them after school. I think we actually got banned, like doing it during school, like lunch hour, like during class. The teachers got pissed. They were
Say
like,
no to drugs.
yeah, they were like, no cards at all till after school, then you can do it. But I would trade with my friends. It was fun. Yeah, I remember being really embarrassed. Yeah, this is cringy. We had to make some like typical city or town model, like, oh, you and your classmate get together and you get to make this little like store, and like you write down like supermarket and like you design it, right? And I was like, oh, we need a card shop. And my teacher, I remember her pausing for like a couple seconds, like, okay, sure, that
A
sounds
card
great.
shop.
And I was like, but we all really like to do it. Yeah, I was
And it's true.
embarrassing.
We do
It
need a
was
card shop.
it was one of the few times I spoke up in class, and one of the
Last
reasons
time.
why yeah, I was like, I'm never speaking up again.
Card shop. All right, Yugs.
Mhm. I love the aesthetic of the dark energy cards and psychic energy. Yeah, I do too, actually.
It's a nice color.
It is. I want to make a psychic deck now that we have enough extra psychic Pokemon and things. Purple's always a nice color.
Yeah.
Mhm. And they're cool usually. Usually the dragon types go into the purple one too, right?
Yes, they
Yes.
usually become psychic.
So that means I can be cool.
For the first time ever.
Aw,
Just kidding, you're cool. Cool enough.
I'm not. He's lying. But all right.
She's cool enough, right?
Mm.
I mean, we have to get over this whole world trigger thing, but
Oh, that is a good series. All right. Well, anything else for free talk? Oh, I did start. Not start. I got nostalgic and I went back to watch Yuri on Ice. Actually,
Just
3
kidding.
episodes are up on YouTube, which is kind of nice. So I just went on YouTube and I watched a couple, skipped some scenes. But I know you haven't seen it.
I have not seen Yuri on Ice, but I don't have anything against the show. I just
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
watch it. I'm not really into
Sports.
sports. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we over 10 episodes. I feel like I say this every like 2
You
episodes.
like
Like
sports.
sports anime.
What's that?
What's a sports Prince of Tennis? The 2 episodes that I saw.
You saw it too?
I saw the first episode a million times
Oh,
where
man.
he gets challenged and then the guy throws his racket at him and he starts bleeding from the head. And then he switches arms and he's like, "What? You're a southpaw?"
Yeah.
I've seen that episode
Wow.
several times.
How did you remember that so clearly?
I remember that clearly because it would be on Toonami, I think, or it was either Toonami or Adult Swim, whichever one it was on.
Mm.
And they just somehow kept repeating that episode, like, because they couldn't get new episodes out like fast enough, they would just repeat the first episode like several times.
Yeah, that series is like if you put like Dragon Ball and tennis together. There's a lot of
It's
random
not that it's not that like intense.
It gets super violent for no reason. Like there's literally a character that like beats everyone up so bloody that like they like stop playing forever. And I was like, how did they get this to this? Like, why did they decide like, oh, I need some character variation? And they're like, oh my god, it's a devil player, and it shows a character hitting the back of the fence all bloody and bruised all over. And
What
I was
the
like,
hell?
it's like, how does tennis get to this?
It like amped it up.
Yeah. If you go into the far part, like in there's like the graduation part, and you see all the characters, but now they're entering college. You see characters that can make black holes in tennis and stuff like that. They go above physics. It's really extra, but I guess it had a lot of appeal because it's still really popular. Don't know why. I mean, I liked it, but you gotta know what's wrong about it too. It's like, yeah, I can appreciate what I enjoy, but everything else is kind of weird.
I feel it.
It's really archetypical. That's not really an adjective, huh?
Archetypal.
Like, yeah, it goes for like that same basis of like, we've got this kind of character and this kind of character. We got like the same kind, but he's slightly different on a different team.
Okay, all right. I thought I was the one that didn't like sports anime.
I like them.
Apparently, we've got an inside hater here.
Look, I just gotta say, like, sometimes, I look back, I'm like, oh man, I'm embarrassed. But it was fun.
Yeah. I think maybe I started it over a week ago, but we didn't talk about it. I started watching Toaru.
You did?
Magical Index or whatever.
Oh yeah, you watched
Railgun.
No,
Index.
It was Index, the first one.
A certain magical index.
You saw 2 episodes, right?
I saw 2 episodes, and I don't hate it so far. It's just a smooth opening as far as like anime goes. Yeah. You kind of get dropped into the world, and like it's like, oh, okay, there's magic and there's science, and there's some mixture of them. Some people are good at this and some people are not. And also this guy's in school, and he sucks except for his ability to override anything with his like right hand. Yeah, so like there's a lot going on in the first episode, like, but I let it ride. I didn't like take it too seriously, and then some girl ends up on his balcony. Knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, it
was okay. I didn't mind it until like her clothes exploded. Then I was like, okay, that's what this show is.
You haven't gone like, yeah, you'll see.
Yeah, like it's a good show.
It's not like Shokugeki, but it kind of has elements of that.
It's an okay. It's a bit pandering. Like it feels like, it's constantly like trying to affirm that it's one of the boys. It's like one of those anime where, we're having fun and random clothes explode off of people.
Yeah, it gets really weird sometimes.
I feel like it had a choice. Like, do I take myself super seriously and like make a very like kind of take the high road and not have like nudes all over the place or like highly over sexualized characters? And should I just have this cool story about magic and what is it, science and like how this society is dealing with it? Or should I sell out and just kind of like get as many waifus in there as I can, and as many nude shots as needed to keep the attention of the masses? And I feel like they made a decision that I wouldn't be happy with. Yeah. I
feel like, I don't want to spoil it, but even though they kind of go that route, there's not like an insane amount of like waifus per se. Not that I've really known the fandom though, but it's not as like explosive as other shows.
Well, when she said like, isn't her name Index?
Yeah.
When like the title of the show is like,
oh yeah, you're like the title's dropped.
Yeah, when the title is each character or each like waifu, it's like, I
mean, then you only have
you're making it kind of obvious.
You only have like 2 waifus then.
Index and Railgun.
There's also Accelerator, but that's not a waifu. He's not a waifu.
He's not a waifu.
Oh, he's so
Husbando?
Not a waifu. It's more like serial killer.
Serial killer? Okay, then Husbando.
Yeah, you're right. He's my favorite though. Still, but I'm also like, damn, you're so extra.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe I said the word Husbando.
You learn.
No,
you're learning.
God, no.
Yeah.
I remember back when we did I was the editor-in-chief of Khonshu. Yeah.
What, you said it wasn't allowed?
There was a point in okay, quick context. Khonshu is the publication for UC Berkeley's anime club.
Mhm.
And I went to UC Berkeley, and my only club was the anime club. And I met this thing here. I met this thing there. I met this thing there.
No, you didn't actually. You met us at our convention that we were both a part of.
We met at the convention in our anime club.
Yeah, and we didn't even know each other.
Yeah, we didn't know each other.
Yeah.
And then first thing she says, our first conversation. So what anime do you like? I really like World Trigger.
I mean, you haven't tried it technically.
I haven't tried liking World Trigger, but it's just really unpopular.
It's not. Remember, our other friend likes it, and you were like, "Man, I've never known a series where everyone that knows it says it's really good, but no one else knows it."
Yeah,
yeah. Like Tyler was like, "Yeah, it's really good, man," but no one else really knows it.
Yeah, it's either you're a die-hard super fan or you don't know it exists. There's only two options.
I mean, if you know it, you're like a good fan, usually. Even my brother, who like, he skimmed it, and then he went back to read it, and he was like, okay, actually, this is really good. Like, if I can convince him, I'm like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so going back to Khonshu.
Weekly publication about anime and stuff.
Yeah.
Games.
We were just a bunch of weebs writing articles every week, and then the term husbando was used like so damn much, and like I haven't seen it used literally anywhere else. Mm-hmm. Online, I don't see people say waifu and husbando.
That was the peak time to use it.
I guess it was peak time, like what, 2017, 2018?
Yeah, that's when it came out, all over Tumblr.
I don't get it. I regret using that phrase.
It's easy to use.
I should have said anime dudes.
Anime bros.
Anime bros.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're calling them what? I mean, even waifu is a bit of an archaic term now. I feel
people still use it.
People still use it, but I feel like it's people like that are hanging on to like older traditions.
I mean, what else are you gonna call those characters? I guess, or their archetype.
We'll see what they'll be called someday, but I'm calling it right now. I'm gonna look back on this episode. Future me, future Josh. I'm telling you. We're gonna stop using waifu, and we're gonna switch it to something else. I don't know what that is, but you're gonna look back at this and you're gonna be like, "Holy crap! We're not using the word waifu anymore. We're using something else."
I mean, you can also say hubbies for husbando.
Nah.
I think it's easier to say.
We'll figure it out.
All right, we'll start it. We'll start the trend.
I don't think we'll start the trend. We're not trendsetters.
Mm-hmm. We could.
We're trend followers.
That's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I think that's long enough for our introduction.
That was our free talk.
Oh, sorry, our free talk. Well, now let's get into the main meat of today.
Ew, the stew.
The steak.
The bulgogi.
Oh, bulgogi sounds good though.
Yeah. Enough of the cheese corn. Let's get our bulgogi.
You mean the rice?
The rice.
All right. Yeah. So today we wanted to talk about an anime called Sing Yesterday for Me.
Yeah.
Actually, I have to look this up again.
Who cares who it is?
It actually has a manga originally.
Super old.
Not too old.
Early 2000s, late 90s.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I've looked this up myself.
Oh. I did look it up, and now it's gone. It ended in like 2004. Yeah.
Basically, it's like it's a romance for grown-ups.
Yeah, it's in that seinen category, which is like for young men. Yeah,
it's a seinen. It's a little more mature. It's for the older gang. I feel like
in their 20s.
I feel like it's actually really important that we categorize it like that.
Mm-hmm. It's a very different vibe.
Yeah. I don't think it would really count as like a shonen or like a shoujo even.
Nah, definitely not.
It's really not for younger people. I feel like people wouldn't like it because it's not like a hardcore romance.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think once you get to like college, you can get it, but before then, it's kind of like a little a little up there.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like you have to be in college to even appreciate the show itself, or not even appreciate. You can totally appreciate it if you're in high school, as long as you like it.
Yeah, but that's like the target audience.
The target audience is definitely a little higher than the usual anime that we talk about.
Is there like a trailer we can share?
It's fine.
Nah,
Yeah,
no trailer.
It's fine. You really want to watch the trailer?
All right, we don't have to
copyright this out later.
All right, we don't have to.
No, I'm gonna do it.
But
now. You convinced me. It's too late.
What's I think really popular is the music and aesthetic of the show. They emphasize the song a lot. Like when I looked it up, a lot of articles were like, "This band is making this song for this anime." I don't know if they're actually that popular, but it is a nice song. It's very kind of romantic kind of vibe, but not like, you know, kiss kiss fall in love romantic.
Kiss kiss fall in love. All right,
One second, we're figuring this out. I just make it like a lot bigger. But generally, it's kind of like, yeah, everyday life, kind of talking to your friends about like romance and love and your future. Oh, that's a big point, actually. The main character has to figure out his life.
Yeah, okay, so it's about a bunch of adults post-college who don't really know what the fuck they're doing.
Well, there's the 4 characters, and the older guy's working part-time at a convenience store, but everyone else around him seems to be like figuring things out. His friend's getting married. His other friends got nice, you know, long-lasting jobs. He's kind of like not really bumming it out.
He's having a crisis. A little bit. Oh, what am I gonna do with my life?
Kind of getting called out for it too. Yeah.
Rikuo.
Yeah, Rikuo.
Rikuo.
And then this girl. Ooh.
Which girl? Haru?
The first one, yeah.
Okay. Haru.
The one in our little Today's Special.
Oh yeah,
box.
she's in the Today's Special. She's my favorite character. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I have a bias for her.
Yeah, she's cute.
Yeah, she's like a high school dropout who's working near him while he's working at the convenience store. And yeah, she's like the young spirited one that talks to him every day.
Yeah, he's like...
She's clearly giving off the vibes like, I'm down.
Yeah, or like, you know, there's a reason why I come out here to talk to you and look
like,
for you.
I'm down, yeah.
She has this crow. I wonder if it has more importance in the manga.
Okay, look.
That's a little, like, extra.
This predates Scott Pilgrim, but that's like her Ramona Flowers moment. Like
her quirkiness? Yeah,
that's her quirkiness. That's her manic pixie girl, is that she has a pet crow. Which is, you know, take it or leave it. It's
not important.
It's not important. Does she
anime.
really need it to be interesting? I'd say no. Does it hurt her in any way? No.
It's all right. It's just kind of there. I mean, maybe there's more to it in the manga, but we haven't read it yet. Yeah,
so she likes him, but Rico has a college girl.
College crush?
Yeah, he has a crush on a girl, and she has her shit together. She's already a full-time teacher.
She moves back to town.
Please don't dress this up anymore.
I mean, that's really what they say in the summary.
Okay, yeah.
It's like his old classmate friend that he kind of has feelings for, comes back to near, like, you know, his town, so he sees her again, and it's kind of like, oh dang, like, am I gonna finally act on these feelings?
Yeah, basically for the first few episodes, it's like, will he finally tell her or won't he?
Yeah, at least tell her about it.
Yeah. And meanwhile, you know, the other girl's like, hey,
I'm here.
I like
Haru's
you.
like, I'm here. Yeah. I guess it's kind of important to mention that I think even his friend, right, was saying like Rikuo and his old friend from college kind of have some chemistry. Like they weren't ever together.
But her name's Shinako, by the way.
Right, thank you.
You forgot her name?
A little bit.
Oh my god.
It's been a while. We watched this a couple months ago.
Yeah, so Shinako's like a little more mature. She doesn't look as young and spirited as Haru in the Today's Special here. Yeah.
Yeah. But they kind of, you know, they went to college together. They're the same age. So it's like, I don't know. They get along well. And they kind of have this like, we kind of like each other, but we're not going to say it kind of issue. In the beginning.
She doesn't really
do anything.
Yeah. She's really like aromantic.
Yeah.
She's just not down.
But there's a reason for that.
Yeah, there's a reason they get into, and this is where we'll put our spoiler warning, because we haven't really told you anything.
Spoilers.
Yeah, we should have a magical like spoiler Pikachu run across the screen.
Yeah, we should. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you're going to watch this show and like you don't want to hear anymore, then peace.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, then whatever.
We should put like a marking for when the spoilers kind of end.
Yeah, we can do that.
Although I don't know if that's going to be like at the end of the video or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, getting it like later on, you meet a couple more characters to add to like the romantic web here. Like, oh, this character has a vague like of this character, but they're only there for like 1 or 2 episodes.
Yeah, kind of just for more like life experience. Yeah, they kind of teach us, impart us with some wisdom, kind of.
Yeah, so there's like 4 main relationships. So it's like Haru and Rikuo. Mm-hmm. And it's Rikuo and Shinako. Mm-hmm. And it's you meet another character named Ro, and he's like a high schooler turning into a college student. Mm-hmm. And he has a thing for Shinako, so it's like Ro Shinako. And it's Shinako nobody, because yeah. It turns out she really doesn't want a relationship.
Not particularly.
Yeah. She's not down. She's not interested in having a relationship, and she does, I think, make it clear.
I don't know. Well, remember we had this there's this some moments when we had slightly different opinions of like how she's going to go about this. And I was the one closer to what she really felt. Yeah. I was like, I think she thinks like A, and later on that's what she admits as feeling like. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's more like she doesn't want to let things go or like really move on because it's comfortable where she is.
Yeah. There were a couple reviews that I saw, and people really hate Shinako. Damn. They are like, this woman is ruining this anime.
Wow. That's like people who always
stonewalling it, and like it's not progressing, and it's all her fault. And I quit watching because I just can't stand her.
Yeah, but that's like the kind of
several reviews.
Those are like the kind of people that always say like, you know, oh, this character's so weak and annoying. Why don't they just get a power up? And I'm like, you're making this so much more boring that way, you know? I don't know.
I think it's like, I don't think it's a small complaint.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it roots. Yeah. I think the problem, like, it roots back to like who's the audience of the show. Mm-hmm. I think the people leaving these like reviews and hating Shinako are high schoolers or, you know, younger audience. They're being fed these stories of like romance that just aren't fucking true.
It kind of just goes and goes. Like, oh, he's gonna get with Haru and they're gonna do
exactly.
Whatever.
It goes exactly according to plan, and like even the problems are planned, and as you're watching it, you can tell what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. You know, they romance for younger people is formulaic, you know, and it's based on what they teach you about romance,
what you see about what you see media, about it.
Yeah, you know, all the movies, all the books that you read, and you know they expect it to translate perfectly into like real life.
It kind of does follow that young adult novel formula too. Like even in like the Western young adult novels, we got this person who meets this person, but their childhood friend romance. Oh no, and they never get together with them. Yeah, like they're just there for extra spice, and then you know it's never gonna go that way. Yeah, I have yet to see. Well, I mean, I haven't read any long time, but they never do.
Yeah, so like that's my stance on why people don't like Shinako in this show, and like they think it ruins it. But honestly, I liked her character by the end. I liked it a lot. I think she's grounded in reality a lot. She's well grounded.
She's like not the oldest, but she's like the older one that, you know, she has a job, she's got everything else relatively figured out. She's capable. I mean, yeah, I don't really like putting blame on like a character for the plot. It's like, you know, going back to World Trigger, a lot of people are like, the main character is so weak. When's his power up? I'm like, the point is that he doesn't get a power up. But if you're gonna go that, like, go to like another shonen series where they all get power ups, you know? It's just like what you're used to reading and watching. And you're not really getting the point of like what the series is trying to make. But yeah, I feel like Rico has his own, like, a lot of it's on him though. Like, he's the main character. He's got to figure out his life, and he kind of put it off too.
Yeah, I think he's almost
shy.
He's almost an antithesis of like the typical high school romance character that you get.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's well, he's not the antithesis, more like he has to stop being that kind of character
Mm-hmm.
and grow the hell up and
Mhm.
join this seinen cast. Because when you meet Rico, he's like working at the convenience store, and he does see what he has to do, and then he doesn't do it.
Yeah, the beginning is a lot of kind of avoiding what you know you need to do. Like,
Yeah.
one of the best characters was his coworker. Kind of, he got called him out a lot about it. Like,
Yeah, like stop being a puss.
yeah, like even his friends were like, "Look, you're really good at this. Why don't you go for it? Like, you enjoyed it. You were great at it." And he's just kind of like, "I don't know, man. Like,
Mhm.
maybe I shouldn't.
Mhm.
I don't know what's gonna get me. Like, how far am I gonna go with it?" He's kind of just got to step it up and like be more confident. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I say Rikuo is the antithesis of like the regular anime protagonist,
Mhm.
because at first he's waiting for things to happen around him to like give him that drive.
Mhm.
He's not driving himself, and you know, it's a lot like romances that you see about high school. You know, it's just like, oh, romance just kind of fucking happens.
Yeah.
You know, or love just kind of like, oh, a mistake happens, or like, you know, we do something and then we realize our feelings for each other.
Mhm.
And I feel like partly he starts out like that. He's waiting for the right moment, or he's waiting for other things to come to him, to happen to him, but
Mhm.
he's like not making it happen himself.
Yeah, he's very passive.
Yeah, he's super passive in the beginning, and then about halfway through the show, he gets like a kick in the ass to like get it in gear.
Yeah, I don't even
His friend
remember what.
His friend was like, "What are you doing?" Remember, his friend had like a little intervention with him,
Right. Yeah.
where he was like, "Just, you know, stop being this way. Like, grow up."
Yeah, he
And
kind of
just if you want something, like, go get it.
Yeah, he kind of went away from the romance a bit, just to not say like it's basically like he wanted to improve himself first in order to feel more confident, and then he can focus on the romance stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, it's on the side, but it's also just like he really felt like he needed to get better or like feel happier,
Yeah,
and that was, I think, relatable. It's nice.
yeah.
Like, yeah, you gotta go out, and so he does his stuff.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, just looking at the two main characters like Riko and Shinoko, I wouldn't go into this show thinking it's like all other romances.
Yeah,
It's quite different, actually.
it's very refreshing,
It's refreshing.
and the aesthetics are very nice.
Yeah, the aesthetics are nice.
Don't they
I think
have
it's I think it's like kind of normal.
You mean like animation stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's normal.
It's not impressive.
Yeah.
It's
very consistent and
realistic.
cohesive. I really like that each ending, it's about 12 episodes long, has it's like the same song, but the imagery they use, depending on who is like the main focus of that episode, gets some like specialized design.
Yep.
We should show a picture.
It's just like a super small detail, though.
I know, but I really like that. You know, it just kind of fits well together.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little different kind of a art style, so it stands out a bit. You know, refreshing.
Yeah, and you know what you said earlier about how he steps away from the romance for a few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's one of the strongest points of the series,
Mm-hmm.
or you know, part of its like thematic part of its thematic design is that unlike these like romances that you see in usual anime where literally everything relates to these two people and them falling in love, like other stuff is happening at the same time. Like you like love is not this like constant thing that's being pushed towards, and it's not like the only thing that people think about. Like Rico at like in the middle of the series is like, wait, why am I worrying about romance when I can get myself the job that I want?
Yeah.
And he's like, screw this, I'm gonna go start working.
Yeah, he gains a lot of confidence from, you know, his situation, his experience. He has a more set routine every day. And it also gave us a good look at the other characters while he was doing that too, I think. Like how they reacted to that as well.
Yeah, because like he is like the core of the whole romance triangle. Like someone likes him, he likes somebody else. And you know,
and someone else likes that person that he kind of likes.
Yeah, remove him from that equation and everybody's taking a break. You know, everyone, there's nothing to do.
Yeah, we should have like a little chart like drawn to the yeah. So like here's him, here's a person that he likes. There's kind of a mutual question mark. Then there's a person Haru who likes him, and then there's a person who likes Shinako.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's just the middle point of like.
Yeah, he's the main thing. Like if he, like you said, it doesn't work without him.
Yeah, I really respected that about the show. That there's more to life than love.
Yeah.
Even if it's you could say it's not a romance and it's a slice of life, but I mean, really,
the romance is super big.
Romance is a big part, but it's not.
Just romance. Yeah, so this is that square and rectangle.
Yeah, he has questions of like his career. Everybody has questions regarding their career and
That's
future.
True. Yeah, they all
related.
It's all about a lot of growing up.
Yeah,
I kind of want to say like
self-improvement.
Yeah, like all of them do have moments. Like even Shinako, who's a teacher, she just became a teacher. She's working hard. She's trying to figure it out how to be a better teacher and support. Like and Haru was her student once too.
Yeah, that's
a little extra.
That's not important. You know, you don't really need to know that right now.
Yeah, it's just like they're all trying to self-improve, and whether or not that's related to the romance, like, doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I think that contributes to like why this should be for older audiences, and why I think people see Shinako turning down romance all the time as like
annoying,
boring, or annoying, or like making her hated. Like, okay. Going into
some
Shinako's
really
backstory.
Good content. Okay,
yeah,
spoilers. This is where the real spoilers begin.
Going into like her backstory, she had a childhood crush, and in her hometown, she had a childhood crush, but he was like very sickly. They didn't really explain what kind of disease he had, but he didn't have very long, and by the time they ended high school, he died. But she had always like, admired him. So her question, like what she's trying to answer throughout the series is like, what is like, was that love? Did I feel love for him? Or like, can I feel love again? How do you fall in love with somebody? She has like no idea.
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. On their website too, like in Japanese and English, all over they have the question, what is love?
Yeah, what is love?
And that is kind of something they all kind of address. Like, am I feeling like true romance? Or like, what is this feeling? Mainly between Riko and Shinako. But they all kind of have that too.
Yeah, that is like the universal question.
What is love?
What is love? And I think Shinako
centralizes She has it like the hardest.
She has it the hardest.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so hard for her to accept Rikuo's advances, or even like think about starting a relationship.
Yeah,
because she has this trauma.
Yeah, it's like not even just accepting his advances. Like, what does she want to do with it? Right? Like, she kind of mentions sometimes, like, yeah, I do like you, but I can't bring myself to like act on these feelings. It feels like she doesn't say like it's wrong per se, but
it's not what she's looking for.
Yeah, not really. And so she's in that kind of her own like storm of like what should I do? Is this okay? Is this what I want?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think a lot
is
of
it
it-
attraction? Is it unfair, like to
Yeah, it's
fall
unfair-
in love again?
Yeah.
After this like deep lifelong love has
Mhm.
like gone
and
away.
it really like it really bothers her. Like a lot of her friends who find out are like, oh, that's like, oh, you're this romance. So what about now? And she's like, what do you mean now? And you're like, yeah, what are you gonna do now? She's like, I don't know.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
I think why people are like mad at her is that they can't like think about a romance show or like a slice of life show
Mhm.
outside of the perspective of like the main character that we're
Mhm.
supposed to be like understanding. Like if you're stuck in Rico's mindset of like I like this girl, like I'm going to ask her out, then clearly the goal is to get a yes from her and she just keeps giving you no,
Mhm.
then it's almost like she's the enemy of your story.
Yeah, that's true.
Which is extremely short-sighted if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And that's how it separates itself from like
A typical romance.
romance targeted towards younger audiences.
Mhm.
Because that type of romance, yes, you're supposed to just stay inside of the protagonist and just ride it through and just the goal is the other character.
Mhm.
But in this case, you have to think like the other person is another human being.
Yeah. Please be respectable.
Yeah,
Have standards.
you gotta respect.
Rico really respects like everyone else. Not everyone
does.
else.
Because Rico is a good guy.
He like she's kind of says no, and he gets that, but there's kind of friends. It's like whatever. If I have to wait, like you said, and you're not comfortable yet, then I'll wait.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how much I'm willing to do it, or I care about you as a person.
Yeah, and I think that's what people have a problem with is that they can't get out of Rico the usual loop of like guy gets girl, right? You can't get past. You can't see as girl has problem with guy. You
You sound like a caveman. Aw.
No,
But yeah, no, I know what you mean.
guy boy meets girl. Sorry, I mean boy meets girl.
Guy.
Girl has traumatic story and is not interested in a romance at this time.
Guy is understandable and like kind of lets it go.
Yeah, just like I don't know.
I mean, yeah,
It's
I
selfish.
think it really depends on like what kind of stuff you've been
Yeah,
taking in. Like, I mean, as an older person now, I don't really know how I would think back then. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I would think differently,
I mean,
but who knows, right?
I mean, in high school, I liked Sword Art Online.
Oh, God.
And Sword Art Online, I was like, yeah, Kirito getting Asuna or whatever. Great. Awesome. It's supposed to happen. But now, like, now that they're, I'm a little older,
Thank God.
It's way more complicated than that. There's like implications like far beyond like this is how love works.
Yeah.
This is the typical way that love works. Like you get the attention of some girl and then it's all about like peeling apart the defenses
Ew.
or
Gross.
whatever. Yeah, exactly. Gross.
Disgusting.
Yeah. And to Rico's credit, like we're talking about like the audience and Rico himself. Rico doesn't think any of that.
Yeah.
In fact, when he gets rejected, he's like, "Oh, totally, I get it. Like, all right, let's stay friends."
Yeah. She kind of is like, I want to stay friends.
Yeah,
though. And he's
and
like,
then-
all right, yeah, sure.
Yeah. And so,
No, he's still got to work on himself and like his
Yeah,
career.
yeah.
He needs more friends too. Like he's kind of lonely.
yeah,
Like a lot.
he respects her decision and he picks himself up,
Mm-hmm.
which good for you.
Props to you, man.
Props to you.
Should we talk about the other characters though?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I feel like they don't have as much meat as
Yeah.
those two characters
Mhm.
like give.
Yeah, I agree. I like Haru, but some of it, like, I don't have a clear understanding of her character completely. But I'm okay with that.
Yeah, Haru is like,
Like, I don't know if it's just kind of missed it out in the anime. Like, she's fine, but there's like some things I just like don't really know what to like think about, or like I don't have her image as clearly as Shinako and Rikuo. But maybe just like the other two characters that aren't as integral in the story
kind of like
I think
miss out.
I think she's the character who like has her heart in the right place compared to
Everyone else. Yeah, that's true.
Like
she really knows what to go for.
Yeah, like what she offers to the table is like unflappable confidence and like
honesty.
Honesty, yeah. She's extremely honest. Like, I like you and you like her. I'll wait for you, like, to stop liking her.
Mm-hmm. But but she's like honest about like I mean I'll wait for you. But it doesn't mean I'm like completely okay with it.
Exactly.
You know? I like that deceptive. Moment.
She's extremely open about how she likes Haru, even though Haru likes Shinako at the time. Mm-hmm. And she even openly declares war against Shinako. She's not even trying to be like low key about it. She's like, bring it.
That's nice. We could watch that scene. I think they have it on YouTube if you want to watch it. Just the clips.
It's okay.
All right.
It's okay. Mm-hmm. I don't want to edit it out later.
Oh, you're being a little lazy. That's fair.
You want to do it?
I'll do it. Yeah, I still have to learn the program.
It's fine. I mean, it wouldn't be for YouTube audiences anyway. Like
That's true.
They can't see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
because YouTube copyright sucks, and even if you're under fair use, they don't care.
Oh dear.
Thanks, YouTube.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored by YouTube.
Well, the last character, which we barely talk about, is
Ro.
Ro.
R-O-U.
He has a lot of energy.
I don't even think we really need to talk about him.
Yeah,
he's got nothing.
You should watch it and see what you think about him.
Yeah, so like
I do remember you said you really didn't like him, but then there was a background episode for him, and you're like, okay, I kind of get him more. That's kind of all you need for him.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much I think to analyze for him. He's the brother of the childhood crush of Shinako. So Shinako had this lifelong crush on his brother,
who she also like. She's kind of like an adopted child in the family too. Like she cooks for them. She goes over all the time. Yeah, like she's part of the family basically.
Yeah. So little brother has a crush on her,
who was always there and around, and he has to get out of his brother's shadow. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, and as a character, I don't think he's really that strong or prominent in the series, to be honest.
I kind of think
several episodes where he barely shows up.
I kind of think he's the teenager of this show. Like he's like of like the audience you're talking about.
He's the one I have to impress.
He's the one that keeps going and going and going.
Yeah.
Kind of, I don't know. Hard to say whether or not he disrespects some of her wants. Sometimes I kind of felt like that occasionally, where she's like, stop it, and he's like, no, I won't. I want to be honest to my feelings. And she's like, okay, I get it, but also like I kind of don't want this.
Yeah, he doesn't give the respect.
Yeah, but she does say later that she kind of wishes other people were as pushy as him, just not him. She kind of sees him as the younger brother.
Yeah, and he's trying to like break out of that role, but he doesn't do it in a very smart way, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's the youngest. He is the growing up one. Like, sometimes he goes back with his friends and he's like, oh man, I was an idiot. And they're like, yeah, you were, man. All right, back to art school. So,
Yeah. And there's not much to say about, like, those characters. I feel like they set up the web for the other characters more than they really give you a sense of, like, being part of the theme.
Yeah,
of like being a mature adult who has like shit going on while trying to fall in love. Haru kind of does. There are a lot of times where she does question like her relationship with Rikuo. Like, yeah, they met.
Sorry.
They met like randomly on the street, and she's like, "I fell in love with you when we bumped into each other on the street," and sometimes she questions the legitimacy of like
her
like
feeling.
Yeah, was it just attraction, or was it like
is this really what love is like? Actually. Yeah.
So there is some depth to her. She's not just like, I like you.
Yeah, there's a lot more to her and her family, but we don't get a lot of it, but I think that's all right.
Yeah,
we don't need to know all of it.
She has periods of like self-doubt, but I think she is the one, or her answer to the question, like, what is love, is that love can be whatever I want it to be.
Yeah, she's confident in that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the two older characters, like Rikuo and Shinako, they're like, love can't be anything. Love has to be like this specific thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, super spoiler, she does win in the end. So,
Yeah, Crunchyroll put up that scene specifically.
yeah.
So it kind of spoiled it on YouTube, but be careful. Mm-hmm. It's a good moment, though.
Yeah. So Riko does go with Shinako for like a little bit, and then they decide it's not the relationship that they actually want.
Yeah.
They got what they both wanted.
They got to try it out, and they figured out that it's not working quite what they expected or what they wanted from it. That's fair.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And actually, talking about like that part where they actually were in a relationship for a little bit, I thought it was a very, very interesting part of the show where they talk about physical intimacy, how relevant it is to a romance, whether you need it,
Mhm.
how to respect the boundaries of someone who doesn't want as much physical intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was really strong, actually.
Yeah.
Like, Rico, clearly, when they start the relationship, for him, he's wanting to kiss, and he's wanting, more intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
And Shinako's just not ready to do that.
Yeah.
And, although Rico is extremely patient and, willing to wait for her,
Mm-hmm.
it's not what they both imagined their relationship would be.
Yeah.
And they worked it out like adults, which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some awkward moments when you can kind of, it's leading to show that like it's not going to work out for them. When the other parties find out about their relationship, because it's kind of on the down low, and then it kind of not explodes, but it really gets that moment where you're like, okay, this isn't gonna work because of X, Y, and Z, so on. Yeah, it was good. They had a nice talk, and I was like, wow, thank you for having that moment.
Yeah, they had like a grown up talk.
It wasn't like in like off the screen, like it happened and we don't want to show it. They spent half an episode on it.
They spent half an episode talking about how they have different needs.
Wants?
They have different needs and wants, and their relationship, although somewhat destined, like from the beginning of the show, like these two people,
they liked each
based
other
on how
before. They gotta get together. They're definitely gonna get together.
Yeah, they don't mix because they just have different needs and wants.
Yeah.
So super different from most romances where one person kind of gives in to the other or like adapts to the other. In this one, no, there's no surrendering yourself to another person, and there's no like finding like need. There's no extreme need to compromise, compromise like your needs for another person's needs just to maintain a relationship.
Very nice, good balance.
It was super nice. Yeah. They ended amicably, and then
it was not per se a rushed ending, but it's not like we see what happens afterwards, but that's fine. It's like, okay, they figured it out, they got through that, they'll figure out the next step, and it kind of just ends there.
I mean, I feel like it's a good way. It's a good as we said earlier, if the question of the show is what is love, then that part of the show is like,
really
this
good answer.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not this. It's not what we it's not what we thought.
Yeah. And then they move on.
Yeah, and then they move on, and then he goes to Haru, and he's like, you know what? I think I actually like you.
Yeah, he does it in a good way, not like a rebound.
He doesn't do it in a weird rebound way,
and he's really conscious of it.
Yeah,
like. Yeah, and it's
he
good.
knows it's weird.
He knows it's weird. He admits it. They kind of sort of talk it out. It works out. Yeah. It's their own way.
Okay, I will admit the part where he switches or kind of like decides to ask Haru.
Yeah.
It can be a little weird.
Yeah.
It's a little like against what we just said.
Yeah.
Is what the show is about.
That makes me wonder, like, is it manga? Because it seems like it's a really long series. If it's just as slow as pacing, or just like maybe there's a little more and they just couldn't fit it in.
I think the difference, I think the manga probably talks about it in greater length.
Probably.
And you might be better served
Yeah.
checking that out.
Mm-hmm. We haven't tried it though, so
Yeah.
don't blame us.
But I mean, the anime gives you enough feels.
Yeah.
And like it gets the job done.
Mm-hmm. It was like the highlight of our Sundays. Eating breakfast, watching this manga or this anime.
Yeah.
And the music. Oh yeah, they have a lot of music. They have like that middle of the episode cutscene, and it's like a song reference that I like never knew, but you were like, "Oh, it's that one band." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a lot of like references going on throughout the show. Keep you interested.
Yeah,
Keep
it's
you on
like
your toes.
the pop culture that they throw in here and there. It's kind of nice. I think it's usually like a song title or record title that relates to the theme of the episode, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Puts it all like together in a package.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. So yeah, overall, if you're going to watch this show, I think it's for that grown up kind of development. I would say a little more nuanced romance is what you're looking for.
Yeah, it is a little more mature.
Yeah. All right. So let's give some scores out. Or anything else you want to talk about?
No, I was thinking of the score right now. I was like, what am I gonna give it? Oh, we should.
Well,
we should have little placards.
Stupid.
If we're gonna do our faces, I want to, pull it up. But I think 8.5.
Total?
8 to 8.5.
Let's do it section. Let's do it section by section, and then like a total at the end.
Section. Okay.
So like story.
Like an 8, yeah.
I give it an 8 out of 10.
An 8.
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
Mhm.
There are some clear
Story 8.
there are some clear like holes going on.
But it's pretty complete. You know?
It doesn't try to be a very complex plot.
Mm-hmm.
It just tries to be realistic, a reflection of reality.
Yes.
Yeah.
So story is an 8. Mm-hmm.
Visuals.
8?
9.
9. Oh.
9.
I say 8.5. Okay, 9. I'll go with 9.
You can say 8. I don't care.
No, I do like the visuals actually.
Yeah.
Some moments very clean. Doesn't do a lot, but it's enough.
Yeah.
It gets good on those moments that are very important.
Yeah, I think it's not try. It doesn't try to be too fancy, actually, and that's one of its strong points. Mm-hmm. It comes out like very clean. Looking,
yeah, it's good. I don't know who the studio is.
Well controlled.
It's very neat and well done.
I think I looked it up. Who was the studio?
Mm-hmm. The music is nice too, if that counts. There's this mosquito right here.
It's not a mosquito.
It's not? Oh, okay. Then
it's
we're
not
fine.
Buzzing.
I was like, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
All right. Music.
Music.
Does that count?
That's a 9.
Yeah, it's a 9.
Excellent music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, it might be a 10. To be honest,
No,
I
I'd
like
say
the
9.
music.
I mean, it's good.
It's good, but I wouldn't say it like.
It's definitely like
absolutely
for this
iconic,
for this mood this vibe that you're going for.
Yeah, not entirely iconic, but good.
Yeah, if I'm having like a great time, I don't really want to listen to it because it kind of like brings it down a little.
Yeah, 9.
Like it makes you think a bit.
9 uses good bands. Uses it uses the music well to enhance the story rather than just like random in the middle music video going on.
Yeah.
There.
What?
No, I have like a typical example for like what the fuck is happening music video that happens in the middle of a show. What's that show called actually?
What?
There was like
when they have a montage?
There was a random montage. Like you're watching an episode and then all of a sudden there's a random montage and a music video to go with it. And I was like, what the hell is happening?
And a music video to go with it. Like Hero
like
Academia?
in the show using the characters, but it's clearly like made for the song, like designed to be around the song. They didn't just slap a song onto animation.
They kind of did that on Kuroko no Basket once.
I believe it.
Or like, yeah, they just played the music and they used screenshots as like a montage.
No, like imagine you're watching an anime, it cuts to like black, like the commercial break kind of, and it just comes back on and it's like music and all the characters are like crying because someone just died.
What?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Oh god, what is that show called?
I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, oh yeah, Hero Academia had that dance music video section. Not that one?
No, oh, Grimoire, that's what it's called.
Oh, I would have no idea.
Oh god.
He's pulling it up. One sec.
something Grimoire. Maybe Grimoire of no, that's not it. Is it Grimoire?
There can only be so many Grimoire series.
Or was it Grimgar?
What?
Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash. Yeah. It was a 12-episode anime a couple years ago, I think. And visually one of the best shows ever. Super cool graphics.
Looks
watercolor,
nice.
basically. Yeah.
And they had a AMV in the middle of their episode.
Yeah. So one of the characters dies in the show.
Spoilers.
And then all of a sudden it's just them like being sad and walking around the town with no development. It's just 3 minutes of them looking sad.
I see.
Yeah. And it doesn't go anywhere. And then it picks up and it's just back to it.
I mean, like, there's only one show I know that does that because it's based on music. So, it can do that. Right? Like Kaguru Days. I mean, it's like from Vocaloid that became a light novel and manga and anime. So, like, they have the rights to do that because it's the whole part of their show. But that's, I don't know. But why were you talking about this again?
Because this show doesn't do that.
Right. That's great. Maybe we should have an episode about worst, what not to do in an anime.
Yeah. What not? The anime pitfalls.
Yeah.
That can be our next topic. But we already have our next topic set.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 9 out of 10 for music, for Sing Yesterday for me.
Mm-hmm.
What other categories can we give it?
I don't know. I think that's kind of it, right?
Voice
Story.
acting.
We don't know enough about
Voice
that.
acting, yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
they're
it
good.
was good, but it's not like
8.5.
Sure, solid.
8 maybe. Solid, but nothing like amazing. Nothing
guess.
breathtaking.
I mean,
Just solid.
yeah,
Pretty good.
it was good. I mean, it's not like they have that many moments when it's like really all voice.
Yeah.
They talk a lot, and I think it's fine.
There's not many moments in actual life where you're screaming your head off.
Yeah, and that doesn't really happen in this
that doesn't
one,
happen that
so,
often.
Like maybe once of Haru,
Yeah.
but not like that way, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
it was good.
I mean, maybe that's one of the faults. It's a little too realistic, and it keeps its voice acting to a minimum.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on like what kind of series you're going for, though.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
Are you gonna try to escape reality, or are you just gonna watch someone else's reality in a fictional way? But yeah, so what was that? 2 8.5s and 2 9s?
Yeah, I mean, okay, total. What do you give it out of total? You don't need to do math. Just give it a total.
Yeah,
Like
8.5.
8.5. I give it a 9.
Okay.
Personally,
Mm-hmm.
there's something kind of woke me up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was kind of like a dead fish about like anime for a while, just like dead, like just looking at new shows, just like, oh, okay, blah blah blah.
But then
blah,
we
blah, blah.
saw the title of this one, right?
Yeah, the title. I picked it at random.
Yeah. Actually,
one of my random pickups.
Yeah. Someone else, when I posted this on Instagram, they were like, "Oh, that's a really mysterious title," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's kind of why we got into it. Like, it stands out a bit.
Yeah.
Like, what does it mean?" Actually, on its website too, this one line I thought was good. It was translated by Google, so it's not like really accurate, but it kind of said, "This is a story where like 49% is in the past and 51% is in the future."
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. And I was like, that kind of makes sense. Like, there's a lot about like what does romance mean. A lot of that focuses on like past, like their pasts or their ideas of it, but it just slowly steps into the future. Like, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna grow and learn from this?
Yeah, it really does. There's almost no like present tense going on.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, the present tense becomes the future, but
Holy crap, this synopsis is so stupid. Not stupid, but a little flowery on
it's
my
summaries
anime
are
list.
always really
Here's the
flowery.
here's the last sentence of the my anime list summary. The past lingers long in the mind, and the future remains elusive. At a at a crossroads along their intertwined paths, these three experience what it means to let go of their feelings of yesterday and embrace the change that tomorrow brings.
But there's 4 of them.
Shut up.
There's 4 of them in the photo. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, there's 4 people in the photo. Well,
Uh-huh.
that's how unimportant Ro is.
Damn.
But
But yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
He's kind of just like a way to help Shinako think even more about her past.
It's an extremely what do you call it? Flowery way.
Some reviews.
I'm telling you, the reviews
are so salty. 2, 1, and 2. Disappointed.
Yeah, see, like the first thing we opened, and it's 1s and 2s only.
I mean, okay.
See, like this one. Let's read this one. This is a show about a bunch of permanent adolescents who whine and bitch about stupid shit they shouldn't be whining and bitching about anymore.
Mm-hmm. They're so premature.
This person is like very adolescent. Like, yeah, we're not going to show the name and we're not going to show the review, but it's just kind of sad.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Well, let's see. Let's see what else they talked about.
We're not gonna roast people.
Yeah, we're not gonna roast this guy, but
I'm just taking a moment to
that's a terrible way of describing the show.
They have 33 reviews.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, but
who cares? I'm not gonna dwell on this guy.
It's really a show that I think can stick out really well for like strongly if you're in like the right mindset and maturity for it.
Yeah.
So I would recommend someone a little older audience. But you don't have to be to like appreciate it, of course, like we mentioned, but it really sticks out more, I think. I don't know. As a young adult, it's like, yeah, what am I gonna do with my life, you know? And like everything else around it. Like, you know, after college, it is hard to make friends, and we see this character like just kind of depressed and figuring out his days, like, you know, how is he gonna grow?
See, look at this. Disappointing, slow-paced, dead-paced, tropes. Like, I don't really agree with any of these. But hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's like Yelp, you know? There's always gonna be, like, bad reviews due to 1 or 2 reasons that don't matter as much. But, yeah.
Yeah. Anybody who, like, sees this story and thinks, like, just high school angst, you're clearly mistaken. There's more to it than that.
Yeah, so that's our recommendation.
9 out of 10. Watch if you're in college or above.
Or above, yeah.
If not, get back.
Try something else for a while.
What are you watching? The thing about the quintuplets?
Oh God, you're the one that watched that show.
The thing about the. Are you watching? Is Uzaki-chan? Is that what you're watching? Is that what romance is? I want to hang out with this guy. Boom, 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 boom.
This is what I have to deal with every day.
Is that not what the show kind of boils down to?
You're the only one that's seen it. I'm not gonna let myself watch that.
I hate people.
It's like
It's so frustrating to see people say that these characters are tropey and melodramatic.
It's and like a fast fashion. They get to some character, but anime.
They get to some character that simplifies literally their entire being into what's printed on their shirt.
Yeah,
and how they look, and like there's nothing. Like they just want this like simple idea to cling on to. It infuriates me.
Sugoi dekai. Oh,
exactly. Like her entire being is like infused
into one line.
Like I could say that and you would immediately understand like who I'm talking about because there's just no depth to it.
Just, you know, those things we can't take literally, but like
yes.
Like I know people meme it, but if you're gonna hate on this show about like slice of life realistic romance, like you can't bring that in, you know, that kind of mindset.
Hate on the don't hate on the things that take their time because they're complicating an idea. Give your hate to things that feel fast and smooth because they're simplifying it.
Yeah. Like if you want a good show, you know, I mean there's different kinds of good shows, but this is like you gotta think a little bit about or feel this one. That's like a background, I'm having fun memeing kind of show.
Good show.
And I don't even watch that.
Good show or not, put a little thought into it, you know?
Yeah.
Put a little heart into it.
It's true. Yeah, some more heart in like actual like
Sugoi here. Sugoi dekai here. Not here.
You mean Megamind? Move it up a little bit, you know. Elevate yourself. Don't watch that. Don't watch Uzaki. It's it's like fast fashion, all right? Like where the anime industry is going down this route where we need to stop having things that just repeat, you know? Like at some point, you know, the studios are going to crash, they're going to run out of money. It's not going to last forever. I think there's got to be like a change to something. You know, less shows, more quality.
You got to start putting money into more high quality things.
That's true, yeah.
Violet Evergarden, good
Please
step.
pay the animators and all the other people who are working there. And you know how much they outsource anime? Like
A lot.
the Philippines and Korea do like 50% of the work.
Philippines is a crazy.
They get paid like
center.
4 cents per frame. They get like $100 like a month, basically. They deserve a lot more for all their effort and work, and people like don't know that, you know. Like Korea's getting some like, you know, after Legend of Korra and stuff like that, and like, oh, actually, they do a lot of our work and stuff. They need more recognition, more money, and resources into good quality shit. Come on, like you can have shitty shows or like meme things, but make it a little nicer quality at least, and pay them, please. Don't forget to vote, everyone.
All right.
Sorry, I'm getting ranty.
I'm getting a little ranty here.
All right. Well, what did we say? We said 9. You said 9 out of 10. I say, yeah, that's good. 8.5 too.
No, you're an 8.5. Just be solid about it.
Yeah.
Be a tree.
Be Stanford. All right. No, it's good. I say 8.5. It's a good, solid show, and you really should try to watch it sometime.
Yeah, give it a shot. If
Yeah.
you have the time. Okay, so that'll wrap up our main conversation for today.
Mm-hmm.
So as always, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Check out our social media if you have the time.
Mhm.
In this order, preferably Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and then the Discord if you want.
Mm-hmm. So what's our topic for next week?
Our topic
Tuesday.
next week.
Topic Tuesday.
Topic Tuesday. So next Tuesday, we're going to have our first guest.
Ooh.
Yeah. Our first guest will be here. It's going to be our friend Andre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We met in college, and then you met him in college
Yeah.
at some point after that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to talk about anime burnout.
Mm.
The feeling of not wanting to watch anime anymore because you're just over it.
Yeah, I know. That's actually pretty common.
Yeah, you know, like long spans of time where you're just like, anime, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's our topic next week on Tuesday at 8 p.m. PST.
8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the only real time. Everything else is extrapolated.
Don't know where he's going with this.
I'm just bagging on other time zones.
I mean, they're valid. Time zones are real.
PST.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys later. One more Yu-Gi-Oh card. All right.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Goodbye.